Hi everyone, welcome back to another video on my channel. Today I'm going to be doing something Valentine's inspired because that is the next season. Obviously I know Valentine's Day isn't a season, but you know what I mean, like the next trend basically that's going to have an impact on nail designs. So I've got two nails here already painted. I used Winter Spice Latte from the Jabbox UK, these monthly boxes, Britpop nails. So I used the Winter Spice Latte as the base for those two, and then I've got my red, which is Unbreak My Heart, and I'm going to pop a coat of the red on this one and this, well, two coats of the red on these two, and then I'm going to do one half and half with both colours, and then I'll come back when I've done that to basically do the design. Right, so the red nails are just in the lamp now. I didn't end up doing the half and half one that I talked about. I'm just going to do them all red just to keep it nice and simple, because the whole point of this is it's like a nice easy Valentine's Day design to do, and everyone should be able to do it. So on this nail I'm going to create a swooping effect, like going this way, and then on the other one I'm going to do the opposite. So I'm just going to use the brush from my bottle to start with, just to make it easier and quicker, so I don't have to mess about with different brushes and cleaning them and stuff. It's a lot easier. Obviously if I was doing this on a client, then I would absolutely have to use an nail art brush, because I'd be getting this everywhere using it like this on a client, but it's fine. I can get away with it on this nail at least. I want to cover quite a lot of the nail, just building up how much I want instead of going straight into it and messing it up. So I'm going to be putting foil over this area of the nail. I'm just going to pull that up. I just painted my finger by accident. I'm going to pull that upwards a bit so it goes a bit higher. Definitely shot myself in the foot by doing this with the bottle brush. Be a lot easier with the brush, with a nail art brush, but here we are. I'm going with it. So I want like, that's perfect. I want like the swooping sort of effect. Doesn't matter that it's not like perfect or anything like coverage wise, because like I said, I'm going to be putting some foil on it. I'm just going to go over the whole thing just to smooth it all out a bit, to make sure that that gel is going to cure properly. We don't have any areas that are too thick to cure. And then I'm going to leave that there just for a moment, because I want to make sure that the other one is a good match. So I'm just going to try and copy that now on this nail. So I took it right up to that corner. It went down to about there. So I need to get that to join up, I think. I'm going to start off thinner than I know it needs to be, just because it's easier to make it thicker than have to clean up when I do too thick. And I'm just going to keep placing it next to each other until I get it how I want it. So if you can hear voices in the background, they're not in my house, they are in the street outside. You probably can't even hear them, you're wondering what the hell I'm going on about, but there you go. And before anyone mentions, I know I should have filed these bits at the bottom, but I didn't, as you can see, so unfortunately you're just going to have to deal with it in this video. I definitely did the other one a lot more straighter, so I need to fill this area in a bit more. I am going to be outlining this, so I'm not too bothered about it being absolutely perfect. Just want it to be as close to opposite of the other hand as possible, like symmetrical, if that makes sense. Other hand, other nail is what I meant, that'll do. So now I've done those two, I'm going to pop those into the lamp, take the other three out that are in here with the red on. Because these full red nails are just going to have, there they are, this colour is beautiful by the way, the one from the Jabbox UK, this red. These are going to have, what's it called on them, foil gel. I'm just finding it, there it is. I'm using the Sparkle Supplies UK one, this one, it's a bit dusty as you can see. And I'm just going to put a really thin layer over all three of the nails. I want it really thin because I don't actually want the foil to stick to the whole nail. I'm not doing full foil, I'm doing patchy. So it doesn't matter if some areas are too thin for the foil to stick, because I don't want it to stick everywhere. So I'm just doing a really quick layer on all three. Like so. Then I'm going to pop those into the lamp for 60 seconds and take out those two that I've just put in. And then I'm going to do the same thing with these ones that I just took out. I'm going to pop my foil gel down onto the red. And again, this is going to be foil like applied patchily. Patchily? Don't think that's a word. Applied patchy as well. So I'm not bothered about it being perfect application of foil gel. I have overlapped a bit. Oh gosh, there's lots on the brush. I have overlapped a bit as well, but again, it doesn't matter. We can clean it up ready for when I, what's it called? Outline. So that's fine. Like so. And I'm just going to wait, because I'm not going to put them in the lamp yet, because I'll get a semi-cure and I don't want to do that. This is the foil that I'm going to be using. I think this is a Magpie one, but I don't keep them in the Magpie packaging, so I don't 100% know, but I'm pretty sure it is. So I'm just going to cut some off the end. It's a lot easier to use your foil in smaller pieces instead of trying to use it when it's still one huge piece. And then I'm going to take these three out, ready to pop my foil on those. And I'm going to pop my other two in. And then we're just going to pick them up and just dab it on, basically. Really random. Like I said, don't want completely full coverage. Do want the red to be poking through a little bit. So that is perfect. That's what I'm going for. It's not even focused, is it? And I'm going to do that on all three of these nails. Just being careful not to put too much pressure on, because I don't want to accidentally push my tip off the stand, because that is really annoying when you've got foil gel on and you have to press it back on. And then last but not least, again, just completely random. I'm pressing on like little bits at a time. I'm not pressing and then like pressing down while it's on the nail and making sure it all sticks and stuff. I'm literally just putting it on, ripping it off, popping it back on again to cover it up again. And then that is what they will look like. And then two of these are going to stay plain like this. And then one of them we're going to pop some hearts on, but I'm going to do these two first because they are done now. And then again, I'm just going to get my foil gel. I'm going to just line it up like that and then just pop a little bit of pressure on. Get it to stick. Again, just patchy. Purposely avoiding the nude area in case my foil sticks to that and I don't want it to. I'm just making sure it's not near that area in case it is sticky. And then, once I'm happy with that, which I am, so this bit here, as you can see, I don't need to get rid of it because I'm going to outline it anyway, but I'm just going to show you how I would clean that up if I needed to. I'm just going to get a little bit of acetone on a nail art brush. I'm just going to literally clean it up. Red is the hardest to do because it does bleed quite a lot. The red dye in the foil just goes everywhere, but just keep wiping until it all comes off, it's fine. So that's all of them so far. We've got three just plain with the red foil and then the two that are like half and half. So these half and half ones, we are now going to do the nail art on them. So I'm going to use white. So I'm using the plastics, which is just the white from the Jabbox UK boxes again. And then I'm also going to use a sparkly red to out. Well, actually, I don't think I want to do sparkly red because it's not going to show up very much, is it, with these already being red? So I might just do a silver sparkle just because that goes with everything. In fact, I'm going to do like a flat silver instead of a glittery silver because I think that'd make more sense. So I'm just going to use platinum from Jab Perfection. popping some of that on the palette. So I've got two colours on here, just white and silver. And I'm going to get my nail art brush. Oh gosh, I've lost that lid. I'm just cleaning that off to make sure there's no previous product on it from any of the designs that I've done. And then I'm going to outline first. I'm going to go in with that silver. I want like thick enough to see it, but not too thick where it's like as thick as the red sort of thing. So I'm just going to do it like this. That's that. I'm going to pop that in the lamp now. I'll do the same on the other nail. And then I'm going to pop that into the lamp, because to be able to do the white, I'm actually going to pop a clear coat over the top of the foil, because painting white straight onto foil will just, well, onto red foil specifically, will make your white pink. Because like I said, red foil bleeds really easily and we don't want that. I want it to be proper white. So I'm going to pop a layer of base coat on. If I could find out where I put it. There it is. So I'm just going to pop a layer of base coat on, and then I can wipe the tacky layer off that and then go in with, or you could normal top coat, like no wipe top coat, and buff that till it's a bit rough so you're not painting onto a shiny surface. Or you could use a top coat that doesn't have a tacky layer. I don't have any of that, so that's why I'm using base coat. I always make sure to wipe the tacky layer off the base coat when painting on top of the base, because it is usually quite runny. Not runny, but as in like your gels will run a lot when you paint onto a base coat, because it's quite thin and usually has quite the inhibition layer basically. So that's that. I'm just going to make sure that I like cap the free edge of this as well, just to make sure I don't cause any problems to it when I come to wipe. So I am just painting over the area that's got the red on. Don't need to do the whole nail, but to be fair, if it was on a client I probably would do the whole nail because it's a lot quicker. But was doing it on these sticks, on these display tips, that's what they're called. My brain keeps going blank. Doing them on these display tips, it's easy to just base the bit that I need to, so that's what I'm doing. And then I'm going to pop that in the lamp. Make sure you've really covered it, like it's definitely got a layer over there, because obviously I'm going to wipe over this, and if I wipe it and it's not completely gone over all of the foil, I'm going to wipe the foil straight off, and that's going to be really frustrating. So here's the nail that I've done the whole nail of. So I'm going to start with this one. I'm just going to wipe over, like I said, make sure it's nice and smooth. Now you could at this point buff it to make sure it's rough for your gel to stick to, but I'm not going to. And then I'm going to get my dotting tools, and I'm going to pop some dots on here to do some hearts. I'm going to do them facing in different directions, not all just in the one way. Like so. And then once I've done those dots, that is when I will do the bottoms of the hearts now. Just make sure my brush is clean. I'm just going to put my brush isn't clean, I forgot it had got glitter on it. I'm just going to make sure that the polish is all the way through every single bristle. So on my palette like this, I'm really messing up my brush and making sure it's on every single bristle, and then you won't get the really thick bulb at the tip of your brush. I'm just getting off as much of the excess polish as I can because I don't need it. And then I'm going straight in. I wouldn't usually use this brush for this, so I'm probably not going to be able to do it very well, but it's too late. I'm already going now, so I might as well get it done. And yeah, we're basically just going straight in. Just connecting those two dots together, creating that heart shape. Like so. And we're just going to do that with every single one of these 2 dots. I'll do a couple on camera and then I'll do the rest off because it's going to be very boring and very repetitive. There we go. So I'm going to do all of these on here, and then I've also got to do a couple on the other nails, but I'll show you when I come to do them because obviously they're going to be slightly different. So let me just finish off these ones on here. So that's this nail done of the hearts, and all I'm going to do is just use a different dot, a slightly small dot. I'm going to go into my silver and just pop some dots between the hearts just to tie it into those other nails that have got the lines on. Like so, very random, not too many. I don't want to go overboard and ruin it, but that'll do. It's just nice and neutral. It's really hard for my camera to focus on this like dull foil. It's finding it really difficult. But anyway, so that's that one, and then obviously I'm not going to do this on camera for both of them, but on these ones again I'm just going to wipe off the tacky layer of that base coat. Make sure it's all completely gone. Oh, I didn't top coat that bit properly, but never mind. So I'll just make sure I pop a what's it there, a heart. But I'm going to do the same on this hand. Why do I keep saying that? I'm going to do the same on this nail now. I'm going to pop one here, obviously, just to cover that up. I'm just going to do a couple of hearts on these 2 as well. So I'm going to do it on camera, but I'll do it really sped up just so I don't bore you to death. Okay, all that's left to do now is just top coat, so I'm going to get on with that. Obviously these 2 are done now. All they required was just the foil, and that's it. Nice and easy. Probably the easiest type of nail art you can do is foil, especially if you've got a good foil gel. So I'm just popping that into the lamp, taking the others out of the way. And then again, just going to top coat this. That one in. I'm excited to see what these look like. Oh, lovely when the foil comes together. Oh, I love that. That is beautiful. And then we've got these ones. Super simple, but really, really effective. And you could obviously mix these up for any time of year as well. You could do like pastel instead of red, and then instead of the hearts you could do those dotted flowers, make them spring inspired. You know, you can put a spin on anything and make it for any time of year, but these ones in particular just were for Halloween. I'm on a different planet today, I swear. Valentine's Day is obviously what I was going for there. But yeah, so once they're all finished curing in the lamp, I will take them all out, obviously place them all together and show you what they look like at the end when they're all done. So here is the finished design. I am so pleased with how these turned out. They're absolutely beautiful. My camera is literally, my phone's struggling to capture them because they're just so stunning. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll be back very soon with another one. I hope you enjoyed it. Bye.